Good morning, team. Welcome to Forza Fitness Fight Club. This is round 11. It's the usual format. We've got 15 rounds, 2-minute rounds, 30 seconds rest between rounds. And because for the last 2 weeks we've had no kicks, this week we've got all the kicks. So we're going to have some fun. Let's get into our warm-up, and that starts with the torso rotation. Good work. So just make sure those elbows are up in line with the shoulders, like when we're throwing front elbows, back elbows, or head hooks. Pivot on the ball of that foot. And then get into your chosen stance and jab cross. Make sure you plant your feet for the jab. Make sure that back shoulder disappears. Come through for the cross, picking up the heel. So planted feet, lifted heel. So literally lift, put back, lift, put. One nose, one target, both punches going to the same place. And then into the head hook. Elbow in line with that shoulder as you come round. Keeping the shoulders stacked on top of the hips. I don't want to see this. This is not good boxing. Making sure that one hand throws a punch, the other protects the face. And then let's get into those body hooks. Making sure that you use those knees just enough to get that fist underneath the rib cage. Elbow parallel to the floor. And uppercut. So get down, elbow into the hip, driving up, making sure that elbow doesn't go behind you. So there can be this little scoop. Make sure it's not a scoop. Elbow into the hip, drive up. Back of the palm faces out, palm faces you, and drive. Okay, let's warm up that lower body. So get those legs nice and wide, feet face forward, and lateral rock. Reaching straight down so that wrist, elbow, shoulder gets stacked. Keeping all your toes on the floor, keeping that ankle nice and stiff, nice and strong. And come on up, get that guard up. Open hand guard, Muay Thai guard, hip roll. Heel in, toe down. Try and use that core to really help you get that knee round. Opening up that hip. You can see which side I've got my dodgy hip flexor because that knee doesn't roll quite as well as that knee. Okay, alternating knee. Remember, open hand guard, chop over the thigh, and if you can, push through with that hip. And because we're using the knee offensively, heel in, toe down to make it nice and pointy. And then alternating kick, chop it over. Making sure that you're trying to kick the target with the ball of the foot. And rest there. We're only going to have 30 seconds rest before we get into round one. Round one is our beast round. We're going to start with 20 straight punches. 10 squats, 20 head hooks, and 10 jacks. So 20 here, 10 squat, 20 here, and 20 jacks. 20 jacks. So we start 20 straight punches. 3, 2, 1. So you've got 20 straight punches with good technique. As soon as you've done your 20 straight punches, 10 squats. Weight in the heels, sending the butt back and down. As soon as you've done your 10 squats, 20 head hooks. Try not to swing, so I can see a few of you just swinging those arms. Remember, it's a lift and a twist, and as soon as you've done that, 20 jumping jacks. If you're tapping your jacks, you can just tap it out to the side. You know how it works. And then as soon as you're done, straight back into those 20 straight punches. Making sure that the fist on both hands comes this way. So you want that palm down. So it starts here, we screw the punch. So the fist will start and then it will screw through. So make sure you're screwing that punch and make sure you're not throwing from your elbows. So you shouldn't have this. From here, punching through. Well done, guys. Remember, then you've got those 10 squats, 20 head hooks, finishing with those 20 jacks, and seeing if you can get back round to those straight punches. So can you finish 2 rounds and get back to the straight punches? I know some of you can, so let's push the pace. Making sure that you plant the feet for the jab. Remember that you shouldn't be lifting that front foot, but you should be twisting through the core so that back shoulder disappears. And you've got 5 seconds, team. 3, 2, 1, rest. Okay, round 2 is always today going to be a technique round, a fight conditioning round. Because we're using all the kicks, our second round in the block is going to be kick practice. So we're going to start in traditional stance. We're going to switch, snap, kick. 1 minute in traditional, 1 minute in southpaw. All we're doing is switch and snap. So get that guard up, get that foot, front foot, back foot, switch, snap, shuffle back if you've moved. So literally guard up, switch, snap. That's all you're doing. So you get a chance, 1 minute in each side to really perfect your snap kick. So let's talk about the kick. Remember, it's 3 points. Lift, kick, retract. I want to see that retraction. So really strong snap. And I told you, I steamed the floor this morning and it's still a little bit slippery and a little bit wet. So if I slip around, it's the floor. It's not me, honest. So if you need to step the switch, remember, step back, step forward, snap. Step back, step forward, snap. Good work, guys. So come on, you got time for one more. So switch, lift, snap, retract, and switch stance. So southpaw stance, right foot forward, switch, snap. Remember, it's the front leg that is going to snap. No, it's not. Sorry, that's complete nonsense. It's the back foot that snaps. It's because I've got it mirrored on my screen. Good work, guys. So switch, snap. You always have one side that's better than the other. Just really practice that retraction. And remember, it's the ball of the foot that is the target for the kick. So you really want to be kicking to hit with that ball of the foot. And you should be landing in stance. You shouldn't be shuffling too far. Part of this is learning to control. Staying in stance. Just a tiny little movement forward. Good work, guys. Give me one more. And rest. Right, so obviously now we're going to use the snap kick in 2 separate combinations. Again, we're gonna start in traditional stance, left foot forward. Jab, front up elbow, cross, switch kick, boom. Okay, so jab, front up elbow, cross, switch, snap. And that is your combination. Let's go, 1 minute in traditional stance. Jab, front up elbow, cross, switch, snap kick. And again, if you need to shuffle back, you should only need to shuffle back like 1 or 2 steps, nothing more. If you're finding you have to shuffle back a lot, try and have a little bit more control. Jab, front up. So when we do that front up elbow, remember we flick the hair back, keep it nice and tight. Cross, picking up the heel, guard up, switch, snap. Good work, guys. So when we're doing our combinations, I think you guys know the rules by now. You can work as slow or as fast as you like. So maybe you're going to take it a little bit slow in the beginning, but now with only 5 seconds left on this side, you're going to give me one showing your complete, utter inner badass. And then switch stance. So front foot forward, back foot 45 degrees. Jab, front up elbow, cross, switch, snap. Shuffle back. Really think about the core, guys. Remember, so boxing, martial arts, all use really strong core. So again, for that jab, should be a full rotation so I can see only one shoulder. Same for the front up elbow. For the cross, we get that full rotation, the other shoulder disappears. Back to center, switch, using the core for your kick. Okay, guys, give me one more with complete feeling, come on. And rest. Okay, gonna continue to use elbows with our snap kick. So, traditional stance, left foot forward. Front leg check. Rear slash elbow. Front up elbow. Switch. Snap kick. So you'll need to think. Front leg check. Rear slash. Front up. Guard up. Switch. Snap. So come with me if you need it, guys. Front leg check. Rear slash. Front up. Center yourself with your guard, switch it, snap it. With that front leg check, we're now using the leg and the knee defensively, so heel down, toe up. Really pointing up to make this as strong as we can. Good work, guys. Think about what you're doing with your core, with that rear slash and that front up. You can get really wild, and again, I can see some of you just kind of flailing a little bit. Try and have control, team. And when you're done, switch sides. So, front leg check, rear slash, front up, center yourself, shuffle back. And remember, if you're switching stance, you just step back, step forward. Always back first, so step back, step forward if you are stepping your switch. Making sure we get that retraction. Remember, we practice this for 1 minute on each side. Lift, kick, retract. Good work, guys. Time to give me one more with complete fierceness. Let's go. And rest. Right, round 5 is our core round. every round is a lot of kicking. We are going to do push-ups in our core round because push-ups are basically dynamic planks, right? Yeah. So first 30 seconds, you're just going to work on your push-up. Second 30 seconds, we're going to do a sit-up with a reach. I will show you that when we get there. 30 seconds on your push-ups, team. So especially in this class, because martial arts, we keep the elbows nice and tight. I need you to work that tricep push-up. We don't need the wide push-up because we don't really have our elbows out to the body. When we do the rear slash, the elbows in close. Up here, it's really close. So really work on that strong tricep push-up. And then onto your back, we are gonna sit up, reach, sit up, and come down. So up, reach, and then down under control. I want you to focus on keeping the shoulders down, keeping the back as flat as you can, and really working those lats to get that reach. And then we go back over. Another 30 seconds working on push-up. If you're on your knees, be on your knees, guys. It's all good. Keeping that nice and tight. Good. You've got 10 seconds. And then we're going to finish with that sit-up. So 3, 2, 1. Turn it over. Hands on the temples if you can keep them there. Reach. And slowly down under control. Using your abs to fight momentum. So squeeze your abs as you come down. 10 seconds, team. And rest. Okay, you get 1 minute after a core round, so you don't have to rush to get up. You can pack your mats away and grab some water if you need it. Great work, guys. Right, we're going into block 2. So remember, everything's in 5 round blocks. So we're going to stick with the same pattern for our beast round. 20 straight punches. This time, 10 lunges instead of 10 squats. 20 body hooks and 20 jacks. So 20, 10, 20, and 20. 3, 2, 1. Make sure that stance is good. And practice all your good technique. So yes, this is a beast round, but I don't want to see you starting to get really crazy and wild. I really want to see great technique. With those lunges, ears, shoulders, hips, you can go forward or back, I don't mind. Just try and get that knees to kiss the ground if you can. And then again, really good stance. Elbows parallel to the floor for those 20 body hooks. Again, keeping that upper body in line with the lower body. And we're only trying to get under the rib cage, remember, so I don't need you to kind of really use the legs and get down here because we're not trying to punch each other's knees. We're trying to get into the ribs. Then those 20 jacks. Good, have nice control on those body hooks. Good. And then can you get 2 rounds done, guys? So if you've got back to those straight punches already, your challenge is to try and get back to the punches. Good. So again, when you throw that body hook, the arm, the elbow should be parallel to the floor. So when we throw a head hook, it's in line with the shoulder. Body hook, it's parallel to the floor. Good work, guys. You've got 10 seconds. Are you going to make it back to those straight punches? Can you push the pace? That's it. Try not to jump when you switch your body hooks. Rest. Okay. Block 2. We are working on our side kick. So we're going to have our conditioning round, our technique round is repeating side kicks. So we're going to be in traditional stance, and if you need to put the foot down, but we're kicking the front foot. So you're in traditional stance, you're going to turn as if you stepped in, lift, kick, retract, down, lift, kick, retract, down. And if you get really good at your side kick, remember, the heel of the supporting leg should face the direction of the kick. So if you can turn all the way in so that your heel is facing in the direction of the kick. If not, just leave it facing in that parallel 90 degree. Good work. So lift, and remember, you don't have to kick high. Aim for the back of the knee. That's a really good target because a heavy kick there and they're gonna go down. Even the ankle. So if you're trying to build some power. Good work, guys. Play around with some height and switch sides. So southpaw stance as if we stepped in. Lift, kick, retract. Good, so you should be on the side. Think about what those hands are doing. Are they kind of flailing? Are you using them for balance? Should always have one hand in the guard in this kick if you can. So, you'll always have one side that's better than the other. We know this. Good work, guys. You should really feel this one. Repeating side kicks for a minute. You should start to feel this through that posterior chain. And one more. Rest. Right. We're going to use our side kick in 2 combinations. First one is really simple. We're going to start off the backhand. Rear uppercut. Retract it for a cross. We're going to use the same hand twice, which is a little bit new. So rear uppercut, retract it, cross, step in, side kick. So we throw the rear uppercut, pull it back, throw it straight into a cross, double-handed. Let's go. So rear uppercut, pull it back, cross with that protection on the heel, step in, and then you should be in stance. You may need to shuffle back a couple of spaces. So I want to see the squat. And again, it's all about this core training. So that rear uppercut, if we come all the way under, we're up on the heel. So we've got to replace it, and then so we can get that full extension on the cross, step in. And again, if you feel like you're getting confident with that side kick, don't turn it into a roundhouse. I just saw that kind of crazy waving. Remember, up, turn, try and get that heel to turn into the direction of the kick. Nice work, guys. Give me one more. And then let's swap sides. So southpaw stance, rear hand. So rear uppercut, retract it, cross, step in, side kick. Face the front, guard up. Good. So remember, when you're doing your rear uppercut and your cross, this front hand shouldn't move because it should be up at your guard. So that front hand shouldn't move. You might need to use it to stabilize your kick, and that's okay. Well done, guys. You got 15 seconds. Keep practicing. Make sure your stance is good. Remember, front foot forward, back foot 45 degrees when you start. And rest. Okay. We've used our slip and our roll a little bit, so we're going to throw a couple more elements in. So we've combined elbows with kicks. Now we're going to try and throw some defensive stuff. So we are going to jab, flip front, roll back, cross, step in, kick. So jab, flip front, roll back, cross, in. So with me if you need it, jab, and the slip, remember we're just going to slip over the same shoulder. So, boom, and then roll back, drawing that big U with your nose, strong cross, step in. Nice work, team, it's looking good. Remember with that roll, you need to keep your eye on your opponent. Hips and shoulders should roll together. And the nose draws that big U shape, but you stay looking forward. And switch sides when you finish with that last kick. So southpaw stance, same thing. Jab, flip over your shoulder. Boom. Take it around to the roll. Cross, step in, side kick. Good. Try and make sure when you throw that side kick, you retract it and the leg goes down in front. So I want to see that nice control down in front. Pause here at the end of the kick if you need to make sure that you're getting that retraction. Nice work, guys. You've got 15 seconds. One more. And rest. Right, core round. We're going to progress both of our core moves. So our push-up becomes a push-up with a knee tap. Opposite hand, lifting up, tap opposite knee. If you're doing it on your knees, you can either pop up to the plank and tap, or you can just crouch back and tap. So come down. So it will either be push-up, tap, or push-up, tap. Let's go, team. Opposite hand, opposite side, every rep. So say if you can do knee down push-ups, but you think you can do the full plank with the tap, do a knee down push-up and then pop up onto those toes. If you want to stay on your knees, stay on your knees. You're all good. Just make sure that we're still working that tricep push-up where these ribs get brushed by the elbows. And then glute bridge, reach. So into your glute bridge, you're gonna glute bridge, legs up, reach for the legs. Glute bridge, legs up, reach. Make sure you're rolling that spine down on that glute bridge. Butt should be the last thing to touch the floor. And back to your push-up. Good work, guys. You are halfway through. Again, wrist, elbow, shoulder stacked. Having those hands as close to under your shoulders as you can. Elbows, just brushing those ribs if you can. And back onto your mat, onto your back. pelvic tilt to start that glute bridge. Roll it down, reach. So when I say pelvic tilt before you start your glute bridge, I basically mean roll your hips. So just tilt your pelvis as if you're trying to roll your hips in towards your belly button. That ensures that we engage the glutes, and then you can lift and roll down and rest. Good work, team. Slowly up onto your feet. Time to get rid of your mat if you need it. Okay then, guys. Beast round for set 3. We continue. So 20 straight punches, 10 mountain climbers, but 2 is 1. So both legs equals 1 rep. Do them on the floor if you can, standing if you need to. 20 uppercut, 20 uppercuts, 20 jacks. So 20 punches, 10 mountain climbers, but 2 is 1. 20 uppercuts, 20 jacks, let's go. So 20 straight punches. And then as soon as you can, hitting the deck or standing mountain climbers if you need to do standing. 2 is 1. And then 20 uppercuts. So down for the squat. Stop reaching over. So again, there's a couple in the room that are just kind of reaching over. Elbow into the hip and drive up. Reason we say that is, if you bend, you've lost your core strength. Keeping your hips and your shoulders in line means that you can drive all of your core strength through the posterior chain and the hip. If you do this, you're not gonna get that posterior chain and you're not gonna get the core strength. Good, then 20 jacks and back. Don't throw from those elbows, full extension. So again, like that push-up, elbows should stay close to the body. You can always spot someone that throws from the elbows because the elbows come out. So if you recognize yourself in this punch, try and learn to be here instead. So again, power from the hip, drive through. Well done, guys. You've got 30 seconds. Are you going to get 2 rounds done on this one? We know that uppercuts are a slower punch because we've got to get all the way down, all the way up. Good work. Remember, it's 1 chin, 1 target. Good work, guys. I can see some people about to get back to those straight punches. Let's make sure we're getting that core rotation. I can still see 2 shoulders. Make me only see 1. And rest. Okay, so block 3 is sponsored by most people's favorite, the roundhouse. So remember, the roundhouse is we lift, we twist, we kick, and we retract. So we come all the way around. We are going to do 3-level roundhouse. So you're going to go low, a little bit higher, and a little bit higher. So starting in traditional stance, left foot forward. So if you haven't got great height, like I've got really bad hip flexors, so my height's not great, so I'm going to start really low, and then a little bit, just a little bit higher, and a little bit higher. Remember, the important thing is to practice the rotation. So the knee, remember we do those roundhouse knees, knee comes up, rotate, and come down. All the kick is, when we get here, we extend. So we lift, we twist, we extend, and then we bring it back. Good work, guys. Try and have those 3 distinct levels. Good work. You got time for 1 more. And then switch stance. So Nice and low. A little bit higher. A little bit higher if you can. Practice that retraction. So you shouldn't get to here and drop. It's got to go out and come back. Good work. Try not to lean too far over as well. This is the other thing. I see people try and get real big height, but properly leaning over. Shouldn't need to take that shoulder too far to the ground to get up. Good work, guys. You've got 10 seconds. Again, you should feel this one in those hip flexors as well as all the glutes. Core is working hard. And rest. Okay, first combination, really simple. So we're in traditional stance, we've got our left foot forward. We are gonna jab, cross, switch, roundhouse kick. So jab, cross, switch, roundhouse kick. If you can, for the first couple of reps, I wanna literally see, that retraction. So you switch, kick, pause, and down. Let's go. Just for the first few, just to practice to make sure you can retract and then put it down. Show me it, guys. Come on. Show me that strong pause. Looking good. Nice. That's it. Once you know you can do that, that's when you can start to speed up. So it's like everything. We practice and then eventually we can just start working it nice and quick. Well done, guys. You got 25 seconds on this side. Ten seconds. This one's fun. It's a nice, good jab, cross, big kick. 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. So same thing, jab, cross, switch. So for the first few, show me this. Show me that pause. Show me that you can pause, twist, and put it down. Good work, guys. Nice. You can see some people really getting into that pause, holding it at the front, putting it down. Right, you got 20 seconds though, guys. If you want to go a little bit nuts, go a little bit nuts. Unleash it in a badass. It's a Forza Fitness class after all. Let's go. And rest. Right, front leg check, switch roundhouse, rear slashing elbow. So, traditional stance, left foot forward, rear slash, switch, roundhouse, rear slash. I love this combination. So once more, front leg check, switch, let's go. So, front leg check, switch, roundhouse kick, rear slash. And look where my eyes are when I finish that rear slash. Guard is up, eyes are on my opponent. I am not looking down at the ground. This is one of those ones where it can get a little bit wild because they flow really nicely. This into this. Remember, I don't want to see the hand leading that rear slash. The hand shouldn't be above the head. Hand goes into the chest, elbow goes above the head, not the hand. Keep it in close, team. Nice. Eyes up though, remember, some of those rear slashes are looking good, but you're looking down. Keep your eyes on your opponent. Give me one more. And then as soon as you finish, Switch stance. So last minute of combinations then, guys. Front leg check, switch, roundhouse, rear slash. Nice work. Really think about that front leg check. Remember, it's a defensive move. Toes up towards the shin. Just give it a nice strong block. Switch. You guys are looking so good. Come on, team, 20 seconds to go. And one more with feeling. And rest. Last core round. We are going to advance our push-ups. For those of you that have push-ups on your toes, we are going cross-body push-ups. So, leg comes across, push-up, leg comes across. If you don't yet have a full push-up, you've got 30 seconds to just practice push-up strength. So, let's go with that first move, cross-body push-up. So, leg comes up. So because of the positioning, you're not going to get your chest to the floor because your hip and your leg is in the way. The elbows may go out, but even if they go out, they will still go back. So don't just flare them out, push them back. So they might not brush the ribs, but the elbows will still be behind your shoulders. That's the goal, team. Right, turn over. We combine our moves. So we sit up, reach, come back down, legs up, reach, sit up, reach, back down, legs up, reach. Five seconds. And back to those push-ups. Good work, guys. And again, if you're on your knees, just practicing those push-ups. It's the best way to build strength, guys. You're not just going to suddenly magically get your first push-up. You've got to put the work in. 3, 2, 1. Turn it over. Sit up, reach, and legs up, reach. Try not to use momentum. So finish each move before moving on. Because this one's really easy if you kind of roll from one to the other. So sit up, get back down, then do a leg raise. Reach, get the legs down, then do a sit up. And rest. Awesome work, guys. Slowly up onto your feet. Good work. So put the mat away, grab some water, and then we will be ready for our cool down. Okay, team, hope you enjoyed that. Let's start the cool down like we start our warm up with that gentle torso rotation. So a little less like a dog chasing its tail and more like just a nice little stretch. And bring that down. Get your feet under your hips and take one foot down. Push the heel down on the floor. Press forward and give me that shoulder stretch. Pull the shoulders down away from the ears and avoid the elbow. Pull it across. And release that. Pull up onto the toe. Push forward, find that hip flexor stretch, and once you've got it, add your tricep stretch. And release, let's swap sides. So feet under the hips, take that step back, push forward, and shoulder stretch. So remember, the heel is down, you're deep in that calf stretch. Shoulders are down, away from the ears. And then release, come up onto the toe, push forward, find that hip flexor, add in your tricep stretch. Good work, team. Just make sure you're focused on both stretches. And release. Let's get into our hamstring stretch. So feet under the hips, bring that foot up, get it into your hand, knees together. If you want to increase the stretch, press the laces into your hand and squeeze your glutes without moving your knees. And switch sides. Oop. And release that. Just make sure everything feels good, team. Hope you enjoyed today. I had a fabulous time. Hope you did too. I will see you soon.